Hey guys, this is KK, and I'm here with the Pretty Little Liars recap, and this is the first Pretty Little Liars recap that I've done live. I'm trying to make everything that I do, most of my posts, live videos. Okay, so yesterday night at 8 o'clock on ABC Family was the season 4 Pretty Little Liars premiere, and if you're like me, you love your Pretty Little Liars, you try not to miss any episode. And by the way, if you do miss an episode, you can go on the website and they have the previous episode up for a couple days, and that's completely free. And in the event that you miss that, you can always get it on my favorite Amazon.com for about $2 per episode, and it is definitely worth it. But I just DVR mine on TV, so I don't have to pay for it. Make sure I don't miss it. Fast forward through those commercials. Okay, so where do I even begin? I was very, 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 very happy and pleased with this first episode. The titled episode, if I didn't say it before, is A is Alive, and basically, it ended where season 3. It began, where season 3 ended. And if you watch Pretty Little Liars, you would know that they are opening up a car, and they were wondering what was in the back seat, in the trunk of the car. And it was kind of like the big mystery of season 3, like the ending. Everybody was twittering, tweeting. Everybody was tweeting. Facebook was going crazy. The website was going crazy. ABCFamily.com. It was all going crazy because they were all going crazy because people were wondering what was in the trunk, and they teased us a lot. Like, okay, it's bigger than this. They made you answer all these questions. In the end, though, they played us because you know what was in the trunk? A pig. Yes, a pig. Nothing special. However, Officer Walden did die, and he was not found in the trunk. Instead, he was found laying down in the middle of the street, and A, of course, was playing mind games with them, saying that they would look like they killed him because they were around his car, and she had the video, and all this stuff, and it was just crazy. I was like, ooh, they're like over their head. Um, this episode, a lot of things happened. So of course, since Officer Wilson is dead, and he was getting really annoying, so I'm happy that they took out his character. They replaced him with a new police officer who seems a lot more down to earth, who doesn't seem like a bad guy, and he even told the girls, by the way, the main characters are Aria, Spencer, Emily, and Hannah. And he told them that, okay, Officer Walden was very unprofessional, etc., etc., to say the least. And he was correct about that, because in this episode we do find out that Officer Walden is definitely dirty, 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 or as we should say, he was dirty, 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 dirty. He, for people that watch Pretty Little Liars, you might remember during Halloween last season, um, he was dressed up as the Joker, or no, the Queen of Hearts, something like that, and he had tried to wrestle Spencer. So he was the one that did that, so we definitely know he was trying to hide something. But we know that he was not necessarily A, because he's dead now. So I really like this episode because I really like the direction that they're taking season 4. The direction that they're taking with season 4. They are now making Mona, who initially was A, but we soon realized she's not the main A. She's just working under somebody. She's now banded together with the group, and they don't trust her. But I have a feeling that she's really real this time. Mona is not the bad guy that we need to be watching out for. She's really banded with the girls, and of course also with Toby as well. Now, I guess a really big highlight with this episode, something that the people are going to be tweeting about, going crazy about, the fans of Pretty Little Liars, is that um, finally Ezra was arrested for basically statutory rape. Um, Obviously we know it was A, had told the vice principal about Ezra and Arya's relationship, and he was arrested at school, and that must have been so embarrassing. But in my head, I was just thinking, like, about time. Um, I was wondering when they were going to catch on, like her parents or somebody. And, um, finally they did. And I'm kind of like, they dug their own grave. I mean, they should have not been doing that. They knew the law. He's a teacher. They could have just ended it. Anyway, so we're going to definitely see how that plays out. Um, uh, on top of that, too, let me see, what else? Nothing really big with Emily. Nothing really big with, oh, Hannah, her mom is involved with in the A mess. A is targeting her mom, so that's something that they didn't really drag on about, but that's something that the next episode is going to hit on more. Um, Spencer, nothing's really happening too much with her, but Allie's. By the way, for you guys who don't know, Allie is the girl who was the former ringleader of those girls, and she's really manipulative, controlling, and she ended up dead, or so they think. They think that she might be alive. Well, Allie, she actually, um, her mom moved back into town. So again, they're kind of like building up some type of suspense, some type of plot. And Jason, her brother Jason, Allie's brother Jason, had moved back down south, so he's kind of out of the picture right now. So I feel like they're trying to build on something, but I don't really know what yet. Um, hmm. I, let me see. And then on top of that too, um, another big highlight is what's his name? Toby, Spencer's boyfriend Toby, took A's lair. By the way, all the girls now have been inside of A's lair. They've seen A's lair. It's this trailer, and when they went to the lair, um, just a quick side note, these little girls that all look like them and had their dolls said that their friend Allie gave it to them. So that was creepy too. But now A told Toby to take the lair and bring it to them or something like that, so that they can find out what happened to his, so he can find out what happened to his mom. And they didn't touch so much on it. There's so many secrets, so many things that were just thrown out there. Like, we don't know, did the mom die? Was she ill? They just showed a flashback of the mom saying she didn't feel well. So, I mean, there are a lot of plots that are about to form for this season. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. Everything isn't really going in one direction. There's just so much subplot, so much craziness going on, and that's why people love Pretty Little Liars. That's why I love Pretty Little Liars. Always, it's very intricate, and as much as you might say it's cheesy, it's crazy, whatever, no. Pretty Little Liars, there's a reason why this stuff has just kept going and going and going. Before the TV shows, the books were bestsellers. I was into the books before the movie, not the movie, excuse me, before the TV show, so I'm definitely one of those um, core Pretty Little Liars fans that were there when the book first came out, all the way now that it's a bestselling show, a hit crime, you know, show, and love, love, love it. Can't just say how much I love it. I look forward to Tuesdays because of it now. I love, love, love it, love it, love it, and I hate when it's not on. It is my guilty pleasure. Um, Finally, and I think this is the biggest, 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 oh my goodness, biggest um, craziness about the episode, if that even made sense. But I mean, the biggest secret, the biggest, like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for the next episode type of thing, is there's this really, really creepy looking woman at Officer Wilden's funeral, and she had on this creepy looking hat with a cloak over it, and she was like so sneaky and just looked like she was watching them, but at the same time, you know, they couldn't see her face, and she quickly left before they could really follow her. And at the end, at the very end of the episode, where they show, like, they always do at the end of each episode, they show the bad guy, and but they don't disclose who the bad guy is, really, they just show the bad guy. They showed her, and she's, like, looking in the mirror, and she's about to take off her mask, and of course they end the show. So we definitely know that she's bad. And we are wondering, was she the person that started the fire and tried to kill them? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, it could be Jenna. For all of you guys who do not know, Jenna is the blind girl, but she's not blind anymore. She was healed with surgery. Because they showed her with her hand burnt. But I don't think they would be that obvious. I honestly think that Jenna might have been the one that rescued them and helped them out of the house. That's what I think. Anyway, so that is all I have to say about the Pretty Little Liars episode today. So I definitely loved it. You guys can feel free to tweet what you think about it, comment down below, etc., etc. That was my little recap. Bye, guys.